Good day, everybody. Welcome back to the Dirty Pat Walsh channel here on YouTube with me, your host, Dirty Pat Walsh. That's right. So it's donut shop story time. I was playing my polyphonia here. Kind of reminds me, playing this thing kind of reminds me of some of the times I spent in the donut shop, I think. Um, so last week I talked about the gang. I got some dip this morning, everybody. Yeah, I talked about like kind of the. I've kind of been talking about like the scary parts of the job, like the imminent threat parts of the job, like having to confront the skinheads and uh, you know people accosting me and things like that. But this week I want to talk about just to put everything more in the context. I'm dipping this stuff. This is one of my favorites ever. Oh, dollar off 2 times a week. Go to coupon. I don't know what the fuck that means. I ain't American. Um, I got something to show you too. Cheers, everybody. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I haven't had a good dip in a few days now. All right. Um. Oh, I gotta show you this thing too. I I put a Coke in the freezer to cool it down really quick, right? And usually, I'm good. I'm really good at not leaving stuff in the freezer that's gonna blow up or anything. You know what I mean? Like I usually, if I put a Coke in the freezer, I'm gonna remember it 9 times out of 10. But that one time hit me just the other day, and I put a Coke in the freezer and forgot about it. Now it didn't blow up, but this is what the can looked like when I took it out. Like it had blown out, but not blown up. So and it was like frozen solid. So I put it in a Tupperware container and put it in my fridge and decided it was my last Coke, so I decided I'd try to drink it. And it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just in this fucking blown out can. And I hate drinking Coke out of glasses, so I have it sitting in a coffee cup so it doesn't fall over. But yeah, that's my life. Um, okay, so working the night shift at the donut shop, like there was certainly every day I worked, there was at least sporadically there was hour like action times, like kind of from 11 o'clock when I got on until around like last call at the bars was 1 o'clock in the morning in these days, so people were out of the bars a lot earlier. Um, so it's pretty safe to say, like usually by 2:30 in the night, everyone would have cleared out. Like I'd just be in the empty donut shop with the radio playing country music, driving me crazy. Um, and I now I'm gonna get to my regulars, my late night regulars that showed up almost every night. But I'm gonna talk about like basically the job was hours and hours of sitting in like sitting by myself, you know. Nobody, like just sitting there and in this like all glass, like anyone could see me from the road, you know. I had to, you know, I don't know, I felt like I had to be discreet about things I did. Like, not that I was doing anything, but I just felt like all eyes were upon me, you know. And I like to smoke a little bit of grass every now and then, you know. Back then, you know, sometimes I'd pop out back, have a little puff, come back in. Now there's nothing like, I didn't do that too often because there's nothing like getting high, and I got a lot higher that back then than I do now on weed. It seems, and nothing like sitting in an empty, colorful, brightly lit restaurant, donut restaurant, for hours and hours all through the night by yourself. It was just fucking surreal, people. Um, you know, I would sit, I'd write a lot of bad poetry, you know. I was just starting to think about things I wanted to do with my life, uh, that I wanted to do with my life, things that would, not things like education or, you know, getting a real job or anything like that. I was way more interested in starting a band and playing music and this, that, the third. And it was something I couldn't do in Oakville because it's hard to explain. You got to leave your hometown sometimes to do things, right? Um, but yeah, so it'd be hours and hours of me, and I had this little cut in behind now behind the counter. There was like the donut rack with all the fucking donuts and the cash area. Um, you know, that's where I stood between, and then there was this window like on the side of the building, and I used to just sit by the window most of the time and just smoke, you know, smoke cigarettes, um, write, like I said, read defense manuals and stuff like that. Um, yeah, it was like, it was always so quiet, and the hours just went so slowly, you know, because like when you got nothing to do, everything's clean as fuck. I can't do any more cleaning, you know, so it's just, you're just sitting there waiting for something to happen, you know, and it was like it made you feel really paranoid, and sometimes I'd be really discombobulated and, you know, paranoid. I'm prone to high anxiety problems. Well, I'm not prone to. I have high anxiety problems, and you know, I wasn't so aware of that back then, but I can see it now. You know, I used to have panic attacks. You know, just wondering, like sitting in there, wondering what the fuck's gonna happen next. You know, and I'd work myself up and like, what if I get robbed? What if I get stabbed? What if, you know, or shot or whatever, you know? And I just work myself up into this thing that wasn't reality at all. You know, technically anything could have happened, but anyway, um, I wanted to show you a picture I drew. One night, a woman came in, and she was this homeless woman, and she just basically asked me if I could please give her a donut for free. And of course I did, you know, there's no way I'm gonna not, you know. And so I gave her a donut and I gave her a coffee. I tried to give her more donuts for the road, but she really just wanted the one. I think she maybe took one more. But she wanted Dutchies because they had iron in them. They had raisins in them. So she wanted the iron from the raisins. Um, so yeah, I, I fed her a couple Dutchies and gave her some coffee. And she was on her way. But anyway, I felt like her talking to her really struck a nerve with me because she was really nice, really cool. And so I drew a little sketch of her. I'm not a great sketcher of people, but that's the picture I drew of her way back in at the time. So yeah, you get the occasional nice experience there. That's what I'm trying to say. It'd be a lot of hours of solitude and paranoia, but sometimes little good things would happen with people who'd come in, kind of bless your evening or whatever. But anyway, this is a way longer video. Probably nobody's watching this anymore. Um, if you are, tell me what I just showed you. And yeah, I hope you're all doing good and well. I hope you're all having a great Monday, kicking off the week. Woohoo! Yes, all that. And I'm working on a song I'm gonna try to get up later on. Uh, it'll either be here or on my other channel. I'm not sure. But I'll see you soon. Be well, stay free, have a fantastic day. Bye now.